Have you ever felt like your mind works differently? Like there's something special brewing inside you that others can't quite see? Intelligence isn't just about solving complicated math problems or scoring high on tests. It's about how you perceive the world, how you connect dots that seem unconnected, and how you transform challenges into opportunities for growth. Some people move through life like they have a secret map, noticing details others completely miss. They're not superhuman. They've simply learned to listen to their inner voice, to observe quietly, and to understand that every experience is a lesson waiting to be unwrapped. Imagine your brain as a sophisticated navigation system, constantly collecting information, processing emotions, and creating pathways that most people never explore. Consider how some individuals can walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional temperature. They pick up on subtle shifts, unspoken tensions, and the hidden stories behind people's smiles. This isn't magic. This is a different kind of intelligence, an emotional wisdom that goes far beyond traditional understanding. It's about being present, being curious, and being willing to look beneath the surface of things. Your brain might be working in ways you haven't even recognized yet. Those moments when you suddenly understand something without knowing exactly how, those intuitive leaps that seem to come from nowhere, those insights that hit you like a gentle wave, they're signs of a mind that processes information differently. Not better, not worse, just uniquely yours. Think about the last time you solved a problem in a way no one else would. Maybe you connected two ideas that seemed completely unrelated. Maybe you found a solution by approaching a challenge from an angle everyone else overlooked. These are the moments that reveal the true nature of intelligence. It's not about having all the answers, but about asking fascinating questions. Some people are afraid of being different. They try to fit into predefined boxes, suppressing their unique way of thinking. But true intelligence isn't about conforming. It's about embracing your unique mental landscape, understanding that your brain is a powerful, complex ecosystem that thrives on exploration and growth. Every weird thought, every unusual perspective, every moment of unexpected understanding is a treasure. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment shared below. And if this journey resonates, follow our channel. We are creating a space where your unique way of thinking is not just accepted but celebrated. Our minds are like hidden landscapes, full of unexplored territories and mysterious connections. Some people traverse these inner worlds with an ease that seems almost magical. They don't just think. They feel deeply, they observe carefully, they understand intuitively. Intelligence is not a fixed trait. It's a living, breathing journey of continuous discovery. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to learn faster, understand deeper, and see the world with a different kind of clarity? It's not about being smarter than others. It's about being more aware, more connected, more willing to challenge your own assumptions. Intelligence is a dance between curiosity and humility, between knowing and always being ready to learn more. Imagine your brain as a complex network of paths, some well-trodden, others barely touched. Traditional education often focuses on the main roads, the obvious routes. But the most interesting journeys happen in those less traveled paths. The unexpected connections, the sudden insights, the moments of profound understanding that come from nowhere. When we talk about intelligence, we're not talking about a competition. We're talking about a deeply personal exploration. Some people might solve complex mathematical equations with ease. Others might understand human emotions with remarkable depth. Some might see patterns in nature that others completely miss. Each of these is a form of intelligence, unique and valuable in its own right. The world often tries to measure intelligence through standardized tests and rigid frameworks. But true intelligence cannot be contained in a number or a score. It's about adaptability, about resilience, about the ability to learn and grow continuously. It's about looking at a challenge not as a threat, but as an invitation to understand something new about yourself and the world. These words are not about making you feel superior or different. They're about recognizing the extraordinary potential that lives within you. Your brain is not just an organ. It's a universe of possibilities, constantly shifting, constantly creating, constantly surprising even itself. Let me invite you to look at yourself with new eyes. Follow our channel, and let's explore together the fascinating world of how unique minds work. Every click, every moment of connection is a step towards understanding the incredible complexity of human intelligence. The human mind is a remarkable landscape of possibilities, constantly shifting and evolving in ways we barely understand. Some people move through life with an almost magical ability to transform challenges into opportunities, to see connections where others see only chaos. But this isn't a supernatural gift. It's a skill that can be developed, nurtured, and expanded. Intelligence isn't about having a perfect memory or solving complex equations in seconds. It's about how you approach life's challenges, how you adapt, how you learn from every single experience. Think of your brain like a powerful computer that's constantly updating its software. Some people are more intentional about this update process. They don't just accept the default settings. They actively explore, question, and reprogram their thinking patterns. Imagine watching someone who seems to navigate life with an extraordinary ease. They're not just reacting to the world, they're actively engaging with it. When a problem arises, they don't panic. Instead, they become curious. What can this challenge teach me? How can I grow from this experience? This is the mark of a truly intelligent mind. Not the ability to avoid difficulties, but the capacity to transform them into opportunities for growth. Our brains are like intricate ecosystems, with millions of connections forming and reforming every single moment. Some people have learned to become the architects of their own mental landscapes. They understand that thoughts are not fixed. They can be reshaped, redirected, transformed. It's not about controlling every thought, but about developing a gentle awareness of how your mind works. Consider the way some individuals seem to learn incredibly quickly. It's not magic, it's about developing specific mental habits. They pay attention differently. They ask questions that go beyond the surface. They're not afraid to admit when they don't know something. In fact, they see not knowing as an exciting opportunity to discover something new. This is a form of intelligence that goes far beyond traditional understanding. Think about the last time you encountered something completely new. Some people freeze, feeling overwhelmed. Others lean in with excitement. The difference isn't in their natural ability, it's in their approach. Intelligence is about being willing to be uncomfortable, to sit with uncertainty, to explore the unknown with curiosity and courage. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. We're creating a space where your unique way of thinking is understood and celebrated. The most fascinating aspect of intelligence is how it connects to emotional depth. It's not just about processing information. It's about understanding the subtle layers of human experience. Some people can walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional temperature. They pick up on unspoken tensions, on the stories behind people's eyes. This is a profound form of intelligence that has nothing to do with test scores or academic achievements. Consider how your mind processes information. Some people see the world in linear patterns, while others see a complex web of interconnections. Neither is better or worse, they're simply different. Intelligence is about understanding your unique mental landscape, about recognizing the extraordinary ways your brain makes sense of the world. Have you ever had a moment of sudden understanding? That instant when something clicks and the world seems to shift slightly? These moments are glimpses into the true nature of intelligence. It's not about having all the answers, but about being open to constant discovery. It's about maintaining a sense of wonder, a childlike curiosity about the world around you. Our brains are constantly creating stories, making connections, interpreting experiences. Some people become more intentional about this process. They learn to observe their thoughts without getting caught up in them. They understand that thoughts are like clouds passing through the sky of consciousness. They come and go, but they are not who you are. Think about the challenges you've faced in your life. The most intelligent people don't see obstacles. They see opportunities for growth. They ask different questions. Instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift in perspective is a powerful form of intelligence that can transform your entire life experience. The world often tries to put intelligence into a small, measurable box. But true intelligence is wild, unpredictable, constantly changing. It's about adaptability, about resilience, about the ability to keep learning and growing no matter what life throws your way. It's about understanding that your potential is not fixed. It's a living, breathing possibility that expands with every experience. Every single person has unique intelligence. Some people are brilliant at understanding human emotions. Others can see mathematical patterns that others miss. Some have an incredible ability to solve practical problems. Some can create beautiful art that touches people's hearts. Intelligence is not a competition. It's a celebration of human diversity. Your brain is not just an organ. It's a universe of possibilities. It's constantly surprising itself, creating new connections, finding unexpected solutions. The most intelligent people are those who remain humble, who understand that there's always more to learn, always another perspective to explore. There are moments in life when we are forced to confront the deepest parts of ourselves, those hidden corners of our consciousness where our true potential lies dormant. These are the moments that define us, that strip away the layers of pretense and reveal the raw, unfiltered essence of our being. Intelligence is not about appearing perfect. It's about having the courage to look into the depths of your own mind, to acknowledge the shadows, and to understand the complex landscape of your inner world. Imagine standing at the edge of your own consciousness, peering into the abyss of your fears, your doubts, your unspoken limitations. Most people run from this moment. They fill their lives with distractions, with noise, with endless activities that keep them from truly seeing themselves. But true intelligence requires something different. It demands that you sit with your discomfort, that you breathe into the spaces that scare you, that you recognize the parts of yourself you've been trying to hide. The human mind is a labyrinth of unexplored territories. We carry within us generations of experiences, inherited fears, unconscious patterns that guide our actions without us even realizing it. Some people spend their entire lives running from these internal landscapes. They build walls, create personas, construct elaborate defenses to protect themselves from the raw truth of their own existence. But intelligence is about breaking down those walls, about having the courage to look beneath the surface. Every challenge you've ever faced, every moment of pain, every perceived failure is not a weakness. It's a doorway to deeper understanding. The most profound intelligence comes from those moments when you're willing to sit with your vulnerability, to examine the parts of yourself that you've been taught to be ashamed of. Your struggles are not something to be hidden. They are the very fuel of your personal transformation. Think about the stories we tell ourselves. The narratives that have been running in the background of our minds for years, perhaps decades. Some of these stories were given to us by others, by parents, by society, by past experiences that wounded us. Intelligence is about becoming aware of these stories, understanding their origin, and recognizing that you have the power to rewrite them. The human brain is a masterpiece of adaptation. It doesn't just record experiences, it interprets them, creates meaning, finds patterns. But sometimes these patterns become prisons. We get stuck in ways of thinking that no longer serve us, in belief systems that limit our potential. The most intelligent people are those who can step outside these patterns, who can observe their own mind with compassion and curiosity. There's a depth to human experience that goes beyond words, beyond rational understanding. It's a place of pure feeling, of raw emotion, of unfiltered experience. Most people are terrified of this depth. They prefer to stay on the surface, to deal with life through logic and control. But true intelligence requires you to dive deep, to swim in the sometimes turbulent waters of your inner world. Your mind is not a fixed entity. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that is constantly changing, constantly evolving. The limitations you believe you have are often nothing more than illusions, stories you've told yourself that have hardened into perceived reality. But reality is far more fluid, far more malleable than we understand. Consider the moments of greatest transformation in your life. They often come not from external achievements, but from internal revelations. Those instants when something shifts inside you, when you see yourself in the world with sudden, breathtaking clarity. These are the moments of true intelligence, when the barriers between what you thought was possible and what you're actually capable of begin to dissolve. We are not defined by our past. We are not trapped by our previous experiences. Intelligence is about understanding that every moment is an opportunity for rebirth, for reinvention. It's about recognizing that the most powerful change happens not through force, but through gentle, persistent awareness. The shadows within you are not your enemy. They are messengers, carrying wisdom that your conscious mind has been unable to see. Those parts of yourself that you've been taught to fear, to hide, to be ashamed of, they are the very source of your greatest strength. True intelligence is about integration, about bringing light to the darkest corners of your being. Breathe into this moment. Feel the complexity of your existence. Recognize the extraordinary journey that has brought you to this exact point in time. Your mind is not a problem to be solved. It is a mystery to be explored, a landscape of infinite possibility waiting to be discovered. I'll proceed with the final part of the script, focusing on integration and renewal. As we arrive at the culmination of our journey, something profound begins to emerge. The scattered pieces of your inner landscape start to come together, forming a mosaic of understanding that is uniquely yours. Intelligence is not about reaching a final destination. It's about continuous transformation, about becoming more fully yourself with each passing moment. Think about the journey you've just traveled. Those hidden parts of yourself that once seemed threatening now reveal themselves as sources of incredible strength. Your mind is not a battlefield to be conquered, but a living ecosystem to be understood, nurtured, and gently guided. The challenges you've carried, the doubts that once seemed insurmountable, are now becoming the very foundation of your personal wisdom. Transformation happens in the quietest of moments. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic changes. It's about the subtle shifts that occur when you begin to see yourself with compassion, when you recognize that every experience, even those that hurt, has been teaching you something profound about your own resilience. Intelligence is the ability to learn, to adapt, to grow without losing the essence of who you are. Imagine yourself standing at the threshold of a new understanding. The walls you've built to protect yourself are now becoming bridges. Those defense mechanisms that once kept you safe are now teaching you about your own incredible capacity for growth. Your brain is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic, ever-changing landscape of possibility. The most powerful intelligence is not about knowing everything. It's about being willing to not know, to remain curious, to approach life with a sense of wonder and openness. Every moment is an invitation to discover something new about yourself, about the world, about the infinite potential that lives within you. Your mind is a universe waiting to be explored, with galaxies of understanding yet to be discovered. We often think of intelligence as something that happens in the head, but true intelligence is a full-body experience. It's about how you move through the world, how you connect with others, how you respond to challenges. It's about the wisdom that lives in your heart, in your intuition, in those moments of deep knowing that cannot be explained by logic alone. If this story helped you see a part of yourself more clearly, leave a trace, a like, a comment, a decision to walk with us. Subscribe and let this space be part of your own healing. Your journey of understanding is not solitary. It's a collective exploration of what it means to be fully, authentically human. The most remarkable thing about human intelligence is its capacity for reinvention. You are not bound by your past experiences. You are not limited by the stories others have told about you. Each breath is an opportunity to see yourself with new eyes, to approach life with renewed curiosity and compassion. Your mind is a living, breathing testament to the incredible potential of human growth. Consider the moments of greatest insight in your life. They often come not from external achievements, but from internal revelations. Those instants when something shifts inside you, when the world seems to open up in a completely new way. These are the moments of true intelligence, when you realize that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. Your brain is a masterpiece of adaptation, constantly creating new connections, finding unexpected pathways, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. Intelligence is not about being perfect. It's about being willing to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to learn, to grow, to become more fully yourself with each passing moment. Think of your mind as a vast, unexplored territory. Some paths are well-trodden, familiar. Others are wild, untouched, waiting to be discovered. The most intelligent people are those who are willing to venture into these unknown territories, who approach their inner landscape with curiosity, compassion, and an open heart. You are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your previous experiences. You are a constantly evolving, infinitely complex being with the capacity to transform, to grow, to become more fully yourself with each passing moment. Intelligence is not a destination. It's a journey of continuous discovery, of gentle unfolding, of becoming. As you move forward, carry with you the understanding that your mind is your greatest ally. It is not something to be conquered or controlled, but something to be understood, nurtured, and loved. Every challenge is an opportunity. Every moment of doubt is a chance for deeper insight. Your intelligence is not about being better than others. It's about becoming more fully, authentically yourself. Breathe. Feel. Understand. You are on a journey of infinite possibility, and this moment, right now, is the beginning of something extraordinary. They said you were weird. But the truth is your mind sees what others can't. Subscribe to discover the genius hidden beneath the silence.